What is going on, my guys? Welcome back to my channel. I am Garrett with Game by the Beach. We're playing, we're going back to Inquisitor, Grindstone, Dryad, nonsense, whatever, right? So it's a new meta. I'm excited about the new meta. I can't wait to figure out what's the best card, what's the best combination, what's the best deck, everything like that. If you think you figured it out, let me know. I'm excited to see what's going on. But as of right now, I'm unsure. All right? So I've tried out Sentry a little bit. Wasn't super impressed. Tried out Sharpshooter. Looks really cool. Was he doing that much damage? I don't really know. I don't think I can do a whole deck of Sharpshooters. And it's really hard to have like 2 damage units working cohesively. So it's just a little bit tough. Let's just turn this into here. Go over her. So I'm just trying to figure it out. I don't know exactly. Nobody's even really tried out Crystalmancer. Maybe it's my time to throw Crystalmancer in there. You guys know I've always wanted him in one of my decks and doing cool things, but I haven't done so yet. So we're going back to Inquisitor. I think Inquisitor is gonna be back on top. So we're gonna check out. This is the first game I've played with this deck in a couple weeks now, I think, and I'm interested to see how it takes on Thunderer Grindstone, which Thunderer got a nerf. I'm interested to see how it goes up against Meteor. People have been saying Boreas has gotten a buff. He's actually running Boreas also in this deck, which I literally just noticed. So it'll be kind of interesting to see how this deck fares and what we can do. So right there, I think I'm just going to keep my deck or my board looking exactly the way it is right now. Maybe upgrade a couple of things there. Going up against Gorgon in 8 seconds. And we should be absolutely fine. But love that it's the new, not new season, but a new meta, new balancing changes, new updates, all this cool stuff. I've already got most of my friends list filled out. But if you guys want to send me your ID, feel free, and perhaps I'll throw you onto the list. I'm not really doing it systematically at all. It's people who are memberships or people that are my mods on my Discord or things like that. So feel free to throw me your ID, and maybe I'll like cycle through different friends lists or something like that. And eventually, when clans come out, we're gonna figure that all that nonsense out as well. So it's a really cool time in Rush Royale, and I love one of my favorite things about the balancing changes is that feeling of like, I don't know what deck I'm gonna go up against. I don't know how my deck is, you know, things like that. I love doing things like that. So far so good. I guess we'll just do this and this for right now. Let's get both ours up to max. I guess I'll get my Bombardier up. But he's doing pretty much the same method as me. And let me know, you guys. Let me know if you've seen like an actual drop-off from Thunderer. Because people are saying that you have, like, Thunderer is, like, noticeably weaker. I haven't really noticed that it's weaker. Not, maybe a little bit. But, Thunderer Meteor, I mean, still has to be one of the decks. I was still playing Thunderer Hex, as you guys know, and it was still winning games. Like, it was still pretty good. So it'll be interesting to see what everybody thinks and what deck you're using and what cards are really good. People have been saying Vampire might be pretty good now. I'm just super interested to see. So right now we're hanging out. We got 2,400 mana. When Tamer comes, I'll just spam tap my board and kind of combine out. I know with this deck, you're supposed to stay at 4. No, I'm not very good at this deck. Am I super thrilled with this deck? No, it does win if you can get into it, but it has a hard time against Shaman, has a hard time against Bricking. But here we go. Let's just spam tap a little bit. Wow. Alright, so we got a couple of grindstones in random places now, so we should take this guy out no problem. And we can actually just combine out a little bit more. Let's go up here. Well, we'll just make sure we take this guy. Yeah, we're taking him out no problem. Go over here. Okay, one more. Wow. So we are absolutely chilling. Let's get this guy up here. And then I guess we'll go here and here. And we'll get Grindstone up one more time. No, we won't, because the thing is up. And we probably won't even need to make a play for the rest of this wave, I don't think. But, let me just do this, actually. I was going to do the Grindstone, but let's hold off on the Grindstone for right now. So now we got 3 rank 3s, 1 rank 1, which is actually exactly how I like it, because then if we try to spam our board and combine out and all that good stuff, I only need to combine out a rank 1 Inquisitor, which is much easier than if we had all rank 3s or rank 4s or something like that. So I think this guy is going to have a hard time. This is actually kind of exactly what I was talking about with there's not a whole lot of decks out there that run 2 damage units like cohesively, that work well together with one another. I would love it. I've always said that I thought like Crystalmancer and, Thunderer Hex would work well, Crystalmancer and Thunderer being the 2 damage units. I thought Sharpshooter you could throw into one of those decks, have 1 damage unit be for taking out waves, another damage unit to be taking out bosses, and that guy just lost, but that was a pretty cool deck that he was running. Let's check out the stats. Love checking out the stats. So his Thunderer did a lot. His Boreas did nothing. So I think he was leveling up his Thunderer way more than his Boreas, but it would probably be more beneficial for him just to, put in Bombardier instead of Boreas, or go the other way. Take out Thunderer and level up your Boreas all the way, or something, something like that. Because as of right now, which is really weird, as of right now, there aren't those decks with the 2 damage units in them. So, oh, here we go. We're playing up against the same exact deck. I feel like in most games, there's always decks that have combos of 2 damage units, right? But in this game, it's always just get as many of this 1 unit on your board, get as high ranking of this 1 unit on your board, and then use your support troops to spam out. It's kind of bizarre. So I'm waiting until the day that it's actually more beneficial to have 2 damage units on your board, and then that's going to be the best deck. So it'll be interesting to see. Trying to find a Inquis. We're both trying to find an Inquis. Neither of us have found one. I feel like he's going to find one first. Usually that's my luck. Oh boy, at least he has Dryads and we don't. Look at this. But this is kind of, pretty much what I'm talking about with how this deck bricks a lot. He's bricking too, but he has a couple of... Let's see if this actually hits. There's a hit. He got another Grindstone combine out, and there is a victory. We were both bricking in that game. Both bricking, and that's exactly why I don't like to run this deck. But if you can get through the bricks, you have a pretty good shot. So let's just jump into another one. That one doesn't really count. Obviously, we both bricked. Luckily, I had Harlequins when he had a bunch of Dryads. Now we're going up against... See, this guy's also running Boreas Thunderer. He's got a bunch of Thunderers already on his board. We now have Dryads on our board. So this is gonna be really tough to try and prevent bricking. All right, again, we're going up against breaking. Let me know if you guys brick as much as I do, because it happens to me all the time. That's why I hate running these decks. If it was up to me, I would run my Inquisitor Cold Mage deck. I think that deck's really fun to run. I think it's really cool to run. But in the long run, it doesn't have the damage output to win those games. So I have a hard time playing it. There we go. Come on, cuh. What do we got? Tamer. Let's level up our Inquis. We are alive. We did not brick. At least we hung in there. I think we played that pretty well. I couldn't just combine out my Grindstone right away with my Harlequin, because if it didn't turn into an Inquis, I would basically just have Dryads trying to take everything out. So it would have been interesting. But right here, this is a deck, like, this guy's running a deck that I would have seen a few months ago, right? He has Boreas in there. Everyone had Boreas in their deck, me included. And then he's got Thunderer, which I ran Thunderer like months ago when it was bad. Frost, Vampire, Summoner. Kind of a random deck. I see what he's trying to do. Vampire for mana production, Boreas and Thunderer for damage, Summoner to just spam things out, Cold Mage to slow it down, or Frost to slow it down. I see what he's trying to do. Do they really work together? We're going to find out. Stay tuned, and we will find out if Ryguy 12-pack, can take us out. Come on, man. You're funny, man. Alright, 6 seconds. Let's just spam our board a little bit, because we can find Inquises. Okay, yeah, we're fine. We can actually do a little bit more than that if we want to, because we don't have any grindstones, so we don't have any extra damage, but we'll take this guy out before... No, we won't. No, we won't take this guy out before him. So we'll take it out just fine. Let's spam out a little bit. Should have gone the other way. I could just level up, guys, but it'll be fine. I'm looking for a grindstone. I really want a grindstone. Just level people up. I can't just continue to spam tap just little by little in this game because if I don't have enough to combine out completely, I'm going to run into a bit of trouble. I'm actually going to get this guy up too. I'm trying to turn this into a grindstone at some point. That would be a pretty good spot. So let's just try and go slow and see if we can find a grindstone. We got Tamer again. So you know what? Since we have Tamer, we're winning right now. Let's hold off. It's just a little risky if you're early on in a wave and you're just like baby spamming, baby tapping the screen. Because if you get something weird, you're going to kind of screw yourself. So let's just wait. Let's hang out. Let's have some coffee. It's a beautiful morning. And we should just go from here. It'll be absolutely fine. But I'm excited to see what the new decks are. I'm excited to see what the new meta is, what people are running. It's going to be cool. If Inquis is back, I love it. I think Inquis is back. I really do think it's back. And I want to find a new deck similar to this, maybe, but hopefully better, right? There's no way we figured out the best combinations in this game already. I might not even need to do anything, and he might lose. That'd be kind of unfortunate. Come on, Rye Guy, 12-pack. You got this. I believe in you. 8 seconds. Everyone's cold. Yeah, okay. So he's going to be fine. So let's do some spammies. We have not found... Hey, there we go. So let's do this. Then we can do that and that. A little bit of lag. We can get up our grindstone right there. And we can also get our... this guy up to 3. And now we're in a better spot, even though we were already in a pretty good spot. And yeah, we can go from there. So let's go over here. Let's go over here. Okay, so we can do that. Beautiful. And my last play of the... maybe of the game is going to be that. And we should be fine. We should be absolutely... Oh, it is Tamer. He might actually lose. Come on, man. I'm trying to play. I'm trying to hang out. If I don't brick and I don't run into Shaman early on and get screwed, I'm just trying to play, man. I'm trying to have fun. He's hit me with a good game. I mean, good game, man. Yeah, it's too bad that it's Tamer because he would have survived. Oh, there's a hit. Yeah, sorry, Rye Guy. But GG, my man. Good game. See, again, so... I mean, I guess that this one's more even, looking at his stats. 1.6 for Boreas, 925k for Thunderer. But we really haven't found a combination where that's necessary, right? Like, if he wasn't running Thunderer, if those Thunderers were instead Boreases, he would have 2 million with Boreas rather than it's split in half. You know what I mean? So it doesn't... We haven't found a combination that actually, like, works together for 2 damage units that's kind of worthwhile. But let's jump into one more game after we collect these random crystals. One more game, and then we'll collect those chests that are probably popping up and people are annoyed and being like, click on the chest, come on, man. So one more, here we go. Shaman, Inquis, and Thunderer. Interesting. Okay. Guess I'll do that because he's got Shaman. I don't like making that play, but, you know. We gotta watch for him because he's got Shamans. So we gotta combine out as soon as we can. If he hits my Inquis, I gotta use my Dryad. That's why I'm looking like this. I hate playing like this. I want to look at you guys and talk, but no. Okay, let's just get our Inquis up one time. Still, oh, and he's got Night Statue. Oh my goodness. This has to, the deck that he's running has to be the hardest deck to play, other than Shaman, just because it makes it really tough for his opponent to play. But he needs to get the right amount of Night Statues and the right amount of Inquises to try and... Oh, he doesn't have Inquis. I'm sorry. He just has Night Statue. That's what that is. So, kind of a cool deck. Not a hard deck to play. Never mind. Plague Doctor, Thunderer, Night Statue, Shaman, and Harley Quinn. So, pretty cool deck. We're doing well. Let's try to take this guy out here. Still trying to make sure we're alive. We got a Grindstone. I'm looking for 2 more. We got Warlock, so the more we fill our board, the better. He's going to come down soon. I can feel it. My back is, like, tightening up right now because I'm waiting for him for so long. Come on, cuh. There we go. He's coming. He's coming. I'm waiting. He's got a bunch of shamans. I'm waiting, bro. Let's come down here. Okay. Okay, we're absolutely fine. Absolutely fine. We don't have any grindstones touching our Inquises, so that's not super useful. Let's do our Bombardier up one time. But pretty good. 54. It's less of a boss that we less health than he has to take out. Ooh, that's unfortunate. I could have combined out if I wanted to. But actually, we got one next to a grindstone now, so hopefully we can take this guy out and he doesn't take another one out. Yeah, so that was good for us. Let's get this guy up to 3, just to get one of ours up to 3, and it's also touching a grindstone, and we can level up a little bit. But when you want to play against Shaman, I'm looking at his board, he doesn't have Shaman, so I can look back at the screen. When you're playing against Shaman, you want to have as much mana as possible, because I can switch people around and try to catch the Inquises or catch the Shamans when he's trying to take away my Inquises anytime I want. See, look at that, right? Caught it, not a problem, right? We're in the driver's seat. So you need Dryads on your board, and you need mana, because if I wasn't able to make that switch right there, I would have been in a lot of trouble. And I'm going to need to spam tap my board to get back to the right amount of Inquises, or else I'll have to just like go back down to 1 or something like that. It's always really, really ugly. But we're also going up against Bedlam in a little while. We got 500 mana, so that's not too bad. And pretty much how I go up against Bedlam is we'll go head first with whatever board I have. We'll go right up against Bedlam just like that. And then when he switches me around, I'm just going to spam the board, try to get my board looking as good as I can, and eventually we'll take him out with the Bombardier. Usually we'll be able to take him out, and hopefully if these monsters don't get super far on our board, we'll be able to take, I guess we'll just go here. Why not? Try to get some extra damage. I would level up one of my Inquises, but it's not going to do too much. So we've got 1,300 mana. We've got 17 seconds until Bedlam. He's starting to have a hard time. We actually don't have any Dryads right now, so if he came down, we'd kind of be in trouble. Here he comes. Oh, and that is a victory. That is what you like to see. He did hit one of my Inquisitors, but there was only like 5 seconds left until Bedlam, and I don't think that we were going to have any trouble getting back to it. And even if we didn't get back to the right amount of Inquises, we would have been fine to just go up against Bedlam and spam tap our board and been absolutely fine. But that's going to be the end of this YouTube video, guys. Let me know what you guys are thinking about the new decks. Let me know about if Inquisitor is back. I think Inquisitor is king. I'm going to be honest. But I want to try and figure out a new Inquis deck that, A, doesn't brick every single time. And something new is always better, right? New is always better. But that's going to be it for today, guys. If you enjoyed, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And I will check you guys out in tomorrow's video.